Thank you for joining us. I'm Jenny, or Jenny Time, on MMA Jacked, and I'm here with my friend
Gina Fabulous on MMA Jacked.
And we're Jacked Girls. We're here to talk to you tonight about an upcoming event presented by Strikeforce this Friday, November 16th, 7:30 at the San Jose HP Pavillion. It's called 4 Men Enter,
1 Man Survives.
And it's a very important fight because it's the first tournament that is sanctioned by the state of California, which means there is going to be a world title fight.
That's huge.
It is huge. So let's talk about who's on that fight card.
Well, first up we have Kung Lee versus Sam the Squeeze Morgan in the middleweight division.
And then in the heavyweight division, we have our own Paul the Headhunter Bontello versus Alistair the Demolition Man Overeem.
Next up we have Brian the Mad Stork Schwartz versus Lamont Davis in the light heavyweight division.
And then in the middleweight division, we've got Trevor Prangley, Balinko Vital, Yuki Sasaki, and Jorge Santiago. But first, we're going to talk about Kung Lee versus Sam the Squeeze Morgan.
Well, Kung Lee continues his undefeated MMA career, followed by a very successful kickboxing career. And most of the fans will remember Sam Morgan from The Ultimate Fighter 2, in which he had mixed results.
That's right. Now, Kung Lee uses leverage against his opponents to his advantage most of the time, and both fighters seem to have a pretty good stand-up game. Kung Lee has been working to perfect his ground game, whereas Morgan has been working to perfect his mental game.
Morgan is trying a new weight class. He's moving up from the former welterweight division to the middleweight division, and he may have improved his mental game, but is it going to be enough for him to be a formidable opponent to Kung Lee?
I'm not sure. We'll have to see about that. One of the main differences, I think, between Lee and Morgan is that Lee is working to perfect an already successful game plan, whereas in my opinion, Morgan is still working to invent himself as a fighter. I think Lee's skill set is going to outmatch that of Morgan's, especially in the stand-up game, where Lee says it's where it all starts. Now, Gina, did you see Morgan in The Ultimate Fighter 2?
No, I sure didn't, Jen, but I think that Morgan is coming into this a little overconfident. Maybe his ego is so great that it's going to be hard for him to prepare as much as he needs to prepare. Mm-hmm. And we all know that when you don't prepare, you're setting yourself up for a loss. So I think we're going to predict that Kung Lee is going to take this fight.
I think so too. Kung Lee will win it on Friday. Now, Gina, I have a little surprise for you.
I don't like surprises, Jen.
I know you don't, but I think you'll like this one. Starting today, another historic event, we're starting the Jacked Girls, the Ultimate Pillow Fighter.
Oh no!
Let's get jacked, Gina!
Let's get jacked!
Alright, now we're going to talk about the title bout, which is between Paul, the Headhunter Bontello, and Alistair, the Demolition Man Overeem. But first I want to tell you how to get the latest and greatest about Strikeforce. Go to strikeforceusa.net, and to get your tickets for this Friday's bout, go to fightshop.tv. So now, how about that fight?
Why don't we get started? I think Bontello has a great strategy coming into the fight, as he mentioned on MMA Jack, to be first and be fast.
Right, Gina. Paul definitely learned his lesson when he was in his bout with Andrei Arlovski when he took it on the chin. So this time, he'll definitely be protecting his own chin, or even better yet, delivering it to Overeem first. And I know that Paul said he wants to keep the fight exciting, so he probably will not be waiting around for Overeem to make the first move.
I agree. Both fighters have a great kickboxing style. Paul said it could be a challenge to tip Overeem due to his height, so he's probably going to bring more of a stand-up game. And in Pride, Overeem had been known to bring both the kickboxing style and the grappling style into the ring.
Right, and I think Paul's being smart. Unlike some fighters, he's not underestimating his opponent. And it will definitely be interesting to see what style Overeem tries to use with Paul in the cage on Friday. So our prediction for this Friday's title bout is Paul the Headhunter Bontello. Right?
Overeem.
Overeem.
Maybe Paul, I don't know.
I don't know.
So, in this title bout, we're going to stick to being girls and not make a decision. So, we're going to predict a toss-up for the title on Friday.
Right, and so, with no official predictions being made, go Paul! talk about this Friday's fight with Strikeforce. It's called One Man.
I can't stop laughing.
It's called One Man Enters.
We didn't make it.
4 minutes of
Delirious.